Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Your Time to Shine, a radio show designed to help you explore your own divine gifts. Good evening. I hope you are well. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. It is a pleasure having you here listening to the show on A1R Radio, Psychic Radio. Hope you are doing well. It's been kind of crazy for me. I don't know. I feel like a broken record. I feel like I say that every week. It's been a really crazy week. Yes, it really has. It seems like it hasn't really slowed down. So hopefully you guys are taking some time, enjoying your summer, spending it with some friends and some family and doing some things outside. I know I've been enjoying some of the nice weather. A little hot here in the Pacific Northwest, but it's been a really nice day today. So getting out a little bit and enjoying that. So, I had a really strange deja vu experience a day or two ago. And so it brought me up to the topic of our conversation for tonight and deja vu. And do you have this often? Are you in awareness that it is deja vu? And what does it all mean? So I think that I became aware of my very first deja vu moment when I was in high school. I can't remember exactly. I think I might have been a sophomore in high school. And I remember distinctly walking down the hall, and I was getting ready to walk through an opening into another wing of the school. And it was, an area that should have had like double doors, but the doors were open. So it was a very large opening. And this kid came up from behind me running and jumped, trying to touch the top of the header of the door. And of course he did touch it. And then he exclaimed gleefully as he went through and was running to his class because he was late. And in that moment, I just stopped and went, okay, that just happened to me before. I can't put my finger on when that was or why, but it stopped me in my tracks. And it kind of gave me the shivers. I got a little shiver going through my body, like, wow, that was a deja vu moment right there. And, that particular moment has stuck with me for all these years. And every once in a while, I will get another deja vu moment. And I got another deja vu moment the other night. And we were watching TV. It was so random, but it was just like, I've seen that scene before. I knew that scene was going to happen, right? So what is it that causes us to have these deja vu moments? Because many of us have them. And don't get upset if you don't have them. It's maybe just because you're not in awareness of them. They're still happening, but you maybe are just not aware that that's what that is, right? So a couple of things. It could be in my personal, what's going on in my life. It's showing me, the universe is showing me that I'm on the right path. I've had this happen before. So as we incarnate into this life, you are given like little scenes, little bits and pieces, just like the kid running through and touching the top of the doorway, in my case, giving little bits and pieces of scenes throughout your life to show you that you're on path, that you're on track, that you're exactly where you are supposed to be. Right? So this gives us some little insights in our life with spirit guidance is saying, yep, you are exactly where you are supposed to be in this exact moment. Keep going. You're doing great, right? It's like seeing those angel numbers, right? If you always see the same numbers, 333, or maybe you see, 111 or 1111, right? Those are all little hints from the universe that they're here. They want you to know their presence is here and you are moving forward in your path. Now, another situation that you could be having with deja vu is it could be triggering a past life, right? So if you feel like, oh, I know this person, or I've been to this place before, maybe you really haven't, but there's something energetically in that moment in that particular place that triggers a reaction to a past life. It could also be triggering something in your family lineage, right? If it has to do maybe with money, maybe you had family that, like I did, that were farmers, and it was a tough life, and so there could be some things there that are triggering family lineage that maybe they want you to know about, right? So that you can be more methodical in your processes in your life. So there's lots of reasons. In any case, all of these are coming through for you to be aware of. Little messages from the universe. You've heard me say it in my other shows if you've listened to me at all. Everything is something. If you think it's a message, it is, right? And the universe leaves us these little tips, right? Whether it be a penny on the ground, whether it be a feather, whether a hummingbird comes up and looks you in the eye, or maybe it's a rabbit, right? Or a deer. There's all these little meanings that come forth. And if we just take a few moments and kind of slow down and look at the situation and say, okay, what am I supposed to know about this situation? Because it could be answering a question, it could be answering a prayer that you've been asking about. So you just have to be able to slow down a little bit and figure out what it is, what the universe is trying to tell you, because there is a message in it somewhere for you to know. So the next time you go, oh, I know this person, you meet someone for the first time, I feel like I know you, right? More than likely, you probably have. So, just take that moment and go, okay, perfect. I'm on the right path. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be in this moment in time. And let that give you joy and peace in your life, knowing that you're on the right track. Okay? Watch out for those deja vu moments. Take note of them. And if you feel that feeling, don't disregard it. Look into it. Okay? Fantastic. We are going to go to the phone lines right now. We have Cindy in Cypress, Texas. Good evening, Cindy, and welcome to Your Time to Shine.
Good evening. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Well, thank you for calling in. What can we do for you tonight?
I've definitely been having some deja vu moments recently, but loving the topic. um,
Perfect. I love deja vu moments. They kind of give you some chills and you go, oh, wait a minute, what is this all about? But they're really cool if you stop and think about it.
yes, definitely have been seeing a lot of unexpected feathers on my front door and back door. A lot of butterflies, and yeah, so definitely been having some deja vu moments in between.
Nice, nice. So when you think of a butterfly, who is the first person that comes to mind when you think of a butterfly?
um, I would say my ex. For
Okay.
some strange reason, my ex, yes, yes.
Okay.
Which is what I would like to know a little bit more about, if you can.
Okay. Perfect. Is there a specific question that you have around that?
Well, we have been, going through a lot and a lot of back and forth. And so I would like to just know, what's happening, if we're, you know, going to get back together, if we're going to have contact, because we haven't had contact with each other for the last couple weeks.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Let me just take a moment here and kind of tune in and see what your angels and guides have to say. So there'll be just a little moment of silence as I do that, and then I will be right back with you, okay?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, Cindy. So I feel like there's some space between the two of you. There's distance, right?
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
as opposed to, seeing two people and, seeing a tiny bit of space, but yet you can still see that they're connected. In your case,
Mhm.
the space is a lot wider. Um,
Mhm.
and it's almost, I feel like he's almost got his back towards the situation.
Mhm.
Like he's not really ready to face reality, or
Mhm.
face some of those hard conversations that either you
Mhm.
have had or you should be having, right? I feel like there's this sense of being blown off, right? Have you
Mhm.
been feeling that way, like he's blowing you off?
Um. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So that feeling of being blown off, that distance that I'm seeing, I don't feel that he's ready to come to the table yet.
Mhm.
Um, that he's not really um, he's trying to figure things out, is what I'm being shown.
Mhm.
That
Mhm.
there's hang on just a moment. So there's a lot of situations where you guys just are not seeing eye to eye, um, which is a which am being shown as a big reason why you guys aren't together at the moment. There's a lot of um, not in a not in an aggressive kind of way. Um, it's like the split seems very amicable, right? It feels like that you guys have said, okay, wait a minute, we need to take some time and
Mhm.
kind of think this through. We need some time apart. So this is what he's doing. He's taking this to heart, right? And taking that
Mhm.
space. Um, the question is going to become, and it's real fuzzy, right? I can't see exactly what direction he's going. Um, but it feels like there could be that possibility he's not going to come back to the table, right? It's like that door
Mhm.
has been opened, and unless he's willing to kind of talk about some of these things that you guys are going through, um,
Mhm.
there's some big shifts that he is going through, and
Yeah.
unless he can understand those and try to make that work in the relationship, I don't feel that this relationship is going to continue on.
Mhm.
um, it's like I'm being shown this door. He's being given this door to open, right? And it's like he's
Mhm.
standing there trying to decide if he's going to walk through the other side. If he decides to walk through on the other side, he may not be coming back, right? Coming back to
Mhm.
this relationship, coming back to the life that he knows. He might be moving on and transitioning into something new in his life. And I'm not talking about another person, okay? I'm just
Mhm.
talking in
Mhm.
in general. Um, there's some big leaps and bounds and transitions that he is experiencing, and he doesn't know how to exactly explain any of this. Does that
Mhm.
make
Mhm.
sense?
Mhm. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Um, yeah, he's just having trouble putting into words what it is that he's feeling, because what he's feeling, he doesn't know. There's no word, there aren't any words for it. A lot of times when we go through spiritual awakenings, spiritual transitions, those things are very hard to put into words sometime, to be able to describe to somebody what they're feeling or what they're going through, right?
Mhm. Yes.
So what your guides are showing me is that if he decides to go through that door take another option instead of returning back to the relationship, it's not really going to be unexpected for you. Like, it's not going to come as a shock. I feel like you're almost halfway expecting this to happen, right? And you're really okay with this because you're ready to move into another direction as well, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
They're showing me that you can advance a lot more in your life and in your spirituality if the two of you go in separate directions. It's going to allow for that growth. And as you do that, you're going to be connected to other people who are going to help you get through that transition. It's like they're showing me that you're going to be meeting new people in your life that you're going to be really connected with at a very deep level. Something that you haven't been able to do for some time since this relationship, really.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not, they're kind of showing me like there's nothing else to say. Is there another question that you have, or has that helped? I hope.
Definitely did. It definitely did. And I think you hit it on in the right spots. I mean, it is exactly what I'm experiencing. And everything you said, it's 100% yes. You're right.
Which you kind of already knew that. I think you were just looking for some validation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So do you think that that's it, or we're still going to have communication? Is there going to be any communication?
Yeah, it's really interesting because I do see you guys having communication. I do see you guys staying in touch, but it's a very different type of communication. It's very amicable. It's very light. It's just that I think the two of you like had your moment in time, and maybe that piece of it is gone, but there's still going to be a piece where you're going to communicate. I don't think it's going to be all the time, but I do think that you're going to have communications in passing.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely on, he's going through a lot, and I'm aware of it. And it's only so much I can do. So
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, thank you so very much.
You are so very welcome. Have a wonderful evening.
You too. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye. Next, we have Peggy in Hueytown, Alabama. Good evening, Peggy, and welcome to Your Time to Shine.
Good evening.
How are you?
I'm all right. And you?
Not bad, thank you. What can I help you with tonight?
Well, I just have mixed feelings about family. Mainly one of my children.
Okay. Is there a specific question that you would like to know about that?
What is his outcome going to be?
I'm sorry, when is what?
What is his outcome going to be?
What is the outcome going to be? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let me see if I can tune in and find out what they're wanting you to know about this situation. Sometimes when it's so broad like that, this question can go in a million different directions. But let me see what I can do to tune into this, okay?
Okay, well, let's clarify. It's my second child.
Okay. Okay, so I feel like right now, I feel like I'm going in all different directions. There's this feeling of almost, I'm having to deal with a lot of demons, either from a past experience that I've been through, or but this whole thought process of dealing with my demons, right? Dealing with something that has happened, and actually having to own up um, to what is going on. Um, Own up to maybe mistakes that have been made, things that have been said. Um, there's just like this heaviness in the pit of my stomach right now. It's like it's been weighing heavily on the family. It's drawn the family in. Like this really isn't a family issue, but it's been bringing the family in. Um, what they're telling me, what they're showing me is this person is going to have to has to realize, I don't know if consequences is the right word or not, but they're going to have to realize that there are consequences to things that have happened. It's like I feel like my head is spinning and I'm dizzy, and it's like I'm going, should I go left? Should I go right? I don't know. Maybe I should turn around and go back. There's a lot of confusion around all of this.
Okay. Do you see him having a future with his children?
That's feeling very heavy too. What I'm being told is this is all really up to him. Like I feel like the ball is in his court is what they're showing me, right? The ball is in his court. Which direction is he going to go? What choices is he going to make? That's going to be in the direction that he feels is the best, right? And sometimes being in the direction that is the best isn't always necessarily about that person, but it's sometimes about the people that are around them. I feel like he's really like brought the family into this. And like I said, I just keep getting, this is not a family matter. This is really all about what he's going through, right?
Yes.
And it's really heavy.
And
it's
right now,
really heavy.
I am the one raising his children.
Okay. You know, Peggy, what they're telling me is as much as this may not be the answer you want to hear, they are in the best hands with you, because you're going to be able to give them something that he can't. Maybe down the road he can. Okay?
Yeah.
But even that is like, I see this light and it's like really slim the farther and farther that you go out from that. And so, you know, again, he's got to make some hard choices here, and what is right and what is important. And right now they're not showing me, because they're saying that it's like it's his, he could go either way at this point. And so in this very minute moment in time, it's a 50-50 chance. Now, if you were to ask that question like a month or 2 months down the road, that answer might change depending on what path he is choosing to take, if that makes sense.
Yes.
But
that makes sense.
Okay.
He's just
Go ahead.
He's not in a very good place right now.
Yeah, I can feel that. I can feel that. So, Peggy, we're coming down to the last few seconds of our show, but I just want to let you know that you are doing a good thing with with the kids. So keep moving forward. Your guides and your angels are saying you're doing great. Just hang in there, because you really are solid ground for them, and that's what they need right now.
Is that the message my angels has been trying to tell me?
Yes. Yes. Yep.
Because I feel them all around me.
Yep. That's what they're trying to tell you. They're giving you kudos. So, yeah.
Thank you.
You're so very welcome. Thank you for calling in, and best of luck.
Thank you.
That does it for me, everyone. Thank you again for tuning in with me this evening. If you'd like to have a one-on-one reading or a group reading, reach out to me on my webpage at wingsofsoulswithjulie.com or my Facebook pages, Your Time to Shine and Julie YeagerWalker Medium. Have a great night, everyone, and we'll see you next week.